refugee is someone who has to leave their home, or they can either stay where they live or go to a different country because there is acts of violence where they're living, and there's either war or crime.
In my words, or my definition of refugee is a person who has been displaced from their homeland due to conflict in their homeland.
People faced with these circumstances have three options: remain in their home risking their lives, flee to another country, or take their chances in a refugee camp. Refugees can be found all over the world. They flee for various reasons, but they are all faced with similar hardships.
Like over there, you don't have a future. So people want to come here to the United States to have a better life. And so anyone who can get out, either by plane or by the waters or legally, they would be happy to do that. So we had a chance, so we had to take it. So we risked our lives to get here.
შეშინებულია ესა, რო ეტყვი რა მოხდა ზეპირად იცის რა მოხდა ბავშვმა უკვე. ეხლა კი არა, ჩვენ საერთოდ ამ დღეში ვართ. აი პირველი შემთხვევა, რომ სოფელი დავტოვეთ და გამოვედით. არ არსებობდა ქალი.
I think if I was in a refugee camp, like if I was not in my own country and I really liked my home country, I'd try to go back if it was possible though, because I'm sure there's a lot of situations that make that very hard to happen.
Well, I'd probably left the country because something bad's happening there, so I wouldn't want to go out there. I'd probably try to flee to another country and start over there, because it'd give me another chance to do whatever I needed to.
I think a lot depends on family for me. If my family were in the refugee camp and I had to leave them to leave, I wouldn't. If my family could go with me to a place that was a better life, I would want to go to a better life. And again, I guess it depends on what opportunities I saw in my country to maybe help make that a better place. So for me, it depends on a lot of options and a lot of relationships.
Refugees are faced with three long-term options. The first option is to go to a host country, like the United States, to seek safety, residence, and to begin a better life.
पर्दाखेरि चाहिँ कस्तो छ भनेदेखि हामी भनेको अलिकति अन्डर डेभलप कन्ट्रीमा बढेको हुर्केको जन्मिएर हुर्केको मान्छे पर्छौं हैन खासै डर त मान्छे बसेको ठाउँमा मान्छेलाई जानु त्यस्तो डर नहोला तरै पनि के चाहिँ हो भनेदेखि we are living one type of world and we are going to the other world.
Although going to a host country is a possibility, it sometimes serves as a last resort. The most desired option is to return to their home country. Returning home is not always a feasible option due to the dangers they would face upon return. However, they still have pride for their homeland.
Yeah, he definitely missing his country because he spent the whole life. And after he stayed here for a long time, and if you go back to Burma, he will definitely miss America too. So.
I know that I would not go back to Cuba while the regime is still on. I would not give them one solid penny of my money to do anything with. But I would love to go back and see all the different places and go back to see where my dad was born and my mom, and I mean, all these things were very special to me. So in that sense, I would absolutely love to go back.
Since returning home is not a viable option, the next alternative is to stay inside a refugee camp. Refugee camps are meant to be safe havens where they can wait until it is safe to return home. However, in most situations, refugee camps are becoming a long-term option.
maxaa u soo mari waa meel nafteeda ku badbaadaysa inay raadsato oo ku qasbana sababtoo waddan dagaal ka socdo la isku kufsanaya ka soo tagay
By then when they came and they have abducted me, they tied me with the ropes. They took my father, then they went behind the house. Then they killed him there.
After fleeing disaster and chaos, violence and poverty continue to occur inside the camps. Refugee camps are densely populated and they lack hygienic living conditions.
They have traveled, most of them, for over 800 kilometers to get to Djibouti. They are tired, most of them are sick, dehydrated, and they need immediate medical attention and basic care, basic humanitarian care.
Malnourishment due to food scarcity is one of the many horrors seen within the camps. In order to help them, aid relief organizations supply food rations every few months. But due to the long duration between each distribution, women are forced to journey outside of the relative safety of the camps in order to get vital resources such as wood. This is extremely dangerous because rebel groups routinely rape women, abduct children, and burn villages.
وأنتنف طبعا بفوق والناس أبرياء ما مسلحين قاعدين بيدين الأربعة يعني كان ناس طلبة في ناس ماتوا نساوين وأطفال صغار وشيوخ كبار انحرق بالنار من ضمنهم مدير مدرسة السربة برضه وعمدة بتاع.
Along with providing medical care, food, shelter, and protection inside the camps, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, or UNHCR, assists with relocation.
Por mi lado no pienso irme más de aquí y si me sacan será en un cajón porque pues mi pensado es aquí me colocó Dios y de aquí me saca Dios.
دو خانه باشه 2000 4 خانه باشه 4000 از کجا پیدا کنیم بی‌وقت شکر خوش هستم بچه
hapo mwanzo tushaongea ni vigumu sana kuishi maisha ya ukimbizini ukiwa umeishi kama uko sehemu ya kifungo, yani tuseme kama umeambiwa kaa hapa ukimbizini, kumbe umewekewa sehemu ya kitengo fulani kwamba wewe utakaa